Welcome to Cord Cutting today for July 7th, 2023. This is the show where I break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting right now and give you my opinion on them. Stories like Comcast earlier this year raised the price of its broadcast television fee. Now you're going to be paying $40.31 for broadcast television and regional sports fees on top of the advertised price. Fubo is hiring a former Spotify app developer to help them make their apps even better. And we have some early cord cutting Prime Day deals we're telling you about right now. Some really good deals on Fire TVs. This and a whole lot more here in a second. First though, if you want to learn more about these stories, I'll put a link to each story I talk about down in the show so you can read about them for yourself and come up with your own opinions. I'd love to hear from you. If you're new here, you've been here a while, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here so YouTube recommends our videos to more people, helping us grow, helping us support our families here, and hopefully helping you break free from the high cost of cable TV and still watch the shows you enjoy. So with that said, let's dive into this. Starting off with, if you haven't looked at the cost of Comcast fees, you may be surprised that they went up this year. Now RSN fees cost, at least in the areas that I'm checking, including where I live here, $9.10, but the real killer here is a $31.25 broadcast television fee. Yes, on top of the advertised price, you're now going to be paying $40.31 a month just for RSNs of broadcast television. And broadcast television are the fees for ABC, NBC, Fox, and more. Now, if you add this up over the course of a year, that'll be $483.72 in just those two fees over the course of the year. We often hear these arguments that is cable TV cheaper than cord cutting? When you see these advertised prices, it may seem tempting. Oh, well, 60 bucks all this stuff, 70 bucks for all this stuff. But when you add it all up, suddenly that $60, $70 price is $100, $110, and it really adds up quickly. So if you have ever been tempted by those advertised ones, always make sure to look at the fees. We haven't even talked about device fees, DVR fees, all those other fees out there right now. So check it out, link in the show notes down below. But as always, whenever you hear anybody say, oh, cord cutting is so expensive, I'm going back to cable, always remind them that that advertised fee or price does not always include all the fees that you're going to have to pay when you get up closer to actually getting your bill. So check that out. All right, let's keep moving along. Fubo has hired a Spotify veteran. He'll be joining their team to help them develop their apps and make it a lot better. It'll be interesting. Spotify has a great record for good apps. Be interesting to see what they do here. But it comes at, as they say, it comes at a pivotal time for Fubo as they try to stand out and become profitable. It'd be interesting to see how he can help attract more people by offering a better app. I've often said one of the reasons YouTube TV is very successful is a lot of people like the app. An app experience, I think, will make people be willing to pay more. So investing in your app team to get better quality user interfaces and more, and better quality backend too, the stuff you don't see that can help improve the front end experience, will be definitely worth it for Fubo. We'll see how that plays out, but Fubo has added a new member from Spotify there. All right, we got some more early Prime Day deals. If you're looking for a really good Fire TV stick, the Fire TV Stick 4K is on sale for just $24.99. This is a great 4K streaming player, but if you're willing to pay $2 more, you can get the Fire TV Stick 4K Max with better Wi-Fi, more RAM and that kind of stuff for just $24.99. Honestly, I would spend that $2, but if you don't care about that, both of these are excellent players. I'll put a link in the show notes down to this story so you can read about them for yourself and check that out. All right, YouTube Premium is testing a new lock screen feature. YouTube Premium users can opt into a beta. It's currently a small beta group of this, where as you're watching a video, it will disable the controls on the screen so that you're able to watch your video without worrying about bumping it or touching it. If you ever have accidentally fast forwarded, rewinded, or paused a video, this is a way to lock that so you don't have to do it. You can unlock it. There's a way to undo it, so if you want to unlock it, you can do that. But this allows you to watch especially long-form content without worrying about accidentally pausing or fast-forwarding videos. Now, if you want this feature, you want to test it out, you have to be a YouTube Premium member, which is their subscription service that gives you ad-free experience on YouTube. It allows you to download videos and some other cool features. This is a beta invite. You should see it on the home screen of your iOS and Android app. It's currently only available on iOS and Android apps. Link in the show notes if you want to learn more about exactly how to sign up for that. All right, Bally Sports is making payments to keep teams. So Bally Sports has paid 2 more teams with this, including the Guardians, but the Guardians only got paid for July. We'll see how that plays out. Maybe in August they have to make another payment to try to keep it. We'll see how it all goes forward. But according to this report, now all the teams are either paid that need to be paid to keep it going in July, or are in negotiations to stay on Bally. The only team left that still needs to be paid in the future is the Reds, and they have until July 15th to make a payment to the Reds. We'll see what happens there. But the only other team hanging out there right now are the Diamondbacks. Initially, Bally Sports had filed to drop the Diamondbacks and then changed their mind and said, never mind, we're having productive negotiations with them and we're going to remain airing Diamondback games as the negotiations continue. And we haven't heard anything since that moment, which probably means that they're hoping to, at least for the rest of the season, air the Diamondback games. I'm sure both sides would love to not have to make a change mid-season. But Bally Sports for now has been making payments to keep the teams. We'll see how this goes. At one point, I think it was 4 or 5 teams in total were on the bubble that they could lose if they didn't make full payments. And now it seems like they are. So we'll keep a close eye on this and let you know everything we hear from it in the future. All right. How long will the DirecTV and Nextstar blackouts go? Now, earlier this week, DirecTV Uverse and DirecTV Stream removed Nextstar-owned ABC, NBC, Fox, and CW and more local stations from their lineup. And both sides have been kind of publicly fighting this out, to be honest with you. They're going at it. So a lot of people have been emailing me and asking me, Luke, how long do you think that this will go? And honestly, we don't know. But I do suspect that this is not going to be over very quickly. Now, could it resolve this week? Could it resolve today? Sure. But when you get this nasty and both sides are putting so much effort into it, maybe not nasty is the right word, but this public about the fight, I would say, and both sides are being very public about it, we're going to have to keep a close eye on this. Now, there's been long blackouts in the past of locals. Mission Broadcast jumps out to mind. They've been blacked out for months now on DirecTV. Very possible that this could continue into weeks or months. We don't know. But what I do say is with DirecTV suing Nextstar over what they argue is illegal collaboration to raise prices, Nextstar being very aggressive in their fight against DirecTV, seems like both sides are not necessarily close to reaching a deal. If they were close, they probably wouldn't be doing these steps. I think DirecTV even filed a FCC complaint against Nextstar with this for illegal collaboration and other issues with it. But if you are a DirecTV Stream customer or another DirecTV customer in general, I would recommend looking into antenna. I already get the comments, well, you know, antennas don't work for everybody, but they do work for most people. I think most people, especially if you can get a roof antenna, will work. I get 50 plus locals where I live with my antenna I have in my attic. Would encourage you to maybe consider an antenna to get the channels you're missing as a great way to do it. So check that out. All right, Sling Free Stream, the free ad-supported streaming service. You don't need to be a Sling TV customer to do it. It's available through the Sling app right over here, over my shoulder. It gives you a ton of content. Added 7 new channels today, or this week, I should say, with a bunch of content, including some Spanish content and English content now available there. It seems like every week Sling TV Free Stream is adding content. They now say they have over 420 channels, making it one of the largest ad-supported streaming services on the market when it comes to looking at live channels on there. Now, a lot of great content there. Check it out. If you haven't checked out Sling TV, it's now Free Stream is now available on the Fire TV and other areas with it, where in the past it was not. So your device may now support it. So check that out. Link in the show notes down below if you want to see the full list. And last story up, speaking of Nextstar, some more CW channels appeared on YouTube TV this week, and these are called CW Plus. Now, CW Plus is a national feed of the CW network designed for smaller markets like 350,000 and fewer homes. This is designed to reach out to customers with this. That allows them to go and be able to offer a national feed, have all-day content for markets where, for example, they may not have enough content locally produced, or a company big enough that's willing to spend money on the CW to have a local feed of it. So if you are in, I think it's like 100 demographic or markets out there, you may have suddenly found the CW Plus, which is just used as CW, available on a bunch of new markets on YouTube TV. This is probably part of the bigger deal Nextstar announced earlier this year with YouTube TV to bring some Nextstar-owned locals and Nextstar-owned CWs to YouTube TV. They didn't really talk about this, though. It kind of snuck up. It just appeared this week, and a lot of people pointed out to us that the CW Plus is now available in many markets on YouTube TV. And again, these are mostly smaller markets like the UP of Michigan, for example. Well, that's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic week. Take care, be safe, have a good Friday, have a good weekend. I'll have a special video this weekend, and I will see you again on Monday. Take care, everybody.